This is Marty Schupak from T-Ball America and tballamerica.com. And I want to urge everyone, try to go to our website. I'm sure you'll find some tips that you could definitely use for your T-ball season. And if you're coaching any form of youth baseball, you'll still find some other tips that could help you out. Today I want to go over a really good tip for one of your first practices with your T-ball team. It involves a batting tee and how to make it easier and put your players, especially your new young players, in a position to succeed. But before I get into that, I just want to point out that if you go to our site, you can see under the article section a really good article on the history of T-ball. There are different theories about who invented it. I just want to mention it briefly, and there's a reason for that. Branch Rickey, the older owner of the LA Dodgers, actually the Brooklyn Dodgers, supposedly is one theory that he helped invent it, and he used a radiator hose, and it was said that Gil Hodges and Jackie Robinson they honed their skills on the batting tee. And another theory has it in the city of Warner Robins, Georgia. There was a guy named Claude Lewis. Supposedly, he formed the T-ball league in 1958. And another theory is from Starksville, Mississippi, where two Rotarians, Dr. Clyde Hughes and W. W. Littlejohn, they helped form a T-ball league because parents were demanding a some sort of activity to keep the younger kids active while their older brothers were playing baseball. And in Albion, Michigan, there's another theory that Coach Jerry Sarkarski was a baseball coach who came up with the T-ball in the summer to keep the kids busy. So they're all different theories. There's one also with the Dayton Hobbs down in Florida, who is a school principal. He helped discover T-ball and help organize the first league. All these are different theories, and I spoke to some of the relatives of some of these people, and all a lot of them said just consider most people pioneers, and somehow it's put together. T-ball was put together probably somewhere in the late 40s and early 50s. Now, when you arrive at your first practice, you probably are going to want to have your kids hit off the batting tee. Keep in mind that it can be the first time, I've mentioned this numerous times before, that the kids will be trying to hit a small baseball. A lot of the kids won't be able to do it. For whatever number of reasons, they'll turn their head, they'll swing above it, they'll actually swing below it, they'll knock the ball off the tee. Here's something that I started using when I was in T-ball, when I had a few kids that couldn't even come close to hitting the ball. I took a cheap and a short handle new bathroom plunger, which you could buy at a local hardware store or home center, and this costs you under $2. I would put it upside down in the tee so the stick is going down into the tee and the cup is on top. And then I put a bigger kickball on top. This way, when the kids try to hit an object off the batting tee, they have a much better chance, and everyone does it. They hit the kickball off the tee. It's a great way to start your practice, again, especially the younger kids. And what I did also, I'd progress down from a big kickball, and I'd have another couple of balls which are smaller, and finally the soft-covered T-ball. And it's interesting because when you talk about the history, and I mentioned one of the theories that Branch Rickey discovered the batting tee with a radiator hose, but there are all different ways that you could use a batting tee type situation. I know Branch Rickey also had his players hit off the wooden stands in their spring training. They would lay baseballs on the stands, on the bleachers, and hit it into the field. I've done things like I've made a homemade batting tee made out of boxes, and on top I put like a funnel with a ball on it, and the player would hit the ball out of the funnel. Now, Every time they hit, of course, the boxes, which sometimes would be 2 or 3 high, they'd fall down. But it's you want to show your kids different creative techniques. I think it's good for them that they see it. And if you're creative, you're getting their creative juices flowing. Another thing you could do is if you're really creative, you could make a homemade batting tee with a coffee can, with a PC tube, and PVC tube with the radiator hose on top, and you could put the PVC pipe in it with cement and have it secured like for 24 hours. And I've done this and it works pretty good. And it's something you do with your kids, and the kids will always remember it. But the bottom line is, if you're a new coach or an experienced coach, your first practice, you want to put everyone, especially younger kids, in a position to succeed. Don't be afraid to separate the older kids from the younger kids, and have the younger kids, the new kids that never hit a ball off a tee, do this technique with a plunger and a kickball. Please come visit our site at tballamerica.com. Some related resources are the 59-minute baseball practice video, backyard baseball drills, the video. Both are available for free at Amazon Prime. Just type in my name, Schupak Sports. That's SCHUPAK. Your library will have the DVD format of these 2 titles. Excuse me. Another good resource is the ebook, Baseball Coaching, a Guide for the Youth Coach and Parent. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. We'll keep you informed on our next podcast or video cast. It's it's T-Ball at T-Ball Marty. That's just the letter T, at TBALL Marty. For tballamerica.com, this has been Marty Schupak. Until next time.